I'll just say one other thing about this, just since we are kind of talking about this right now. This is not something I never talk about, but since it came up, it's worth mentioning that there is a very, very strange idea in the public at large that activists are supposed to be paupers, or supposed to be broke, or supposed to live like Gandhi or something. And like you said, we're taking on multi-billion-dollar corporations, and we're supposed to live the life of an ascetic in order to have the moral high ground or something. It's very, very strange. I cannot afford health insurance, and I have health issues. My wife has health issues. So it's not a joke. I mean, this is the sort of thing that you're trying to get through life, and you're trying to do good work, and you're trying to help people. But not everybody, actually, I'm going to not talk in generalities here, okay? Some people carp at you because you say, I've got a Patreon account. Would you be willing to help me out? My content is free. It's always been free. But if you want to help me out, that would be great. How dare you? How dare you ask for money? I mean, really, I really don't get where these people get off. They think that this work is easy to do. They think it's no big deal to set up a studio, set up an account, set up cameras, set up lights, do all this work, write this stuff, produce it. YouTubers just have a nothing job. I mean, man, it can sometimes be very trying dealing with some of that.
And don't also underestimate, and again, I'm venting now, but I'm glad we're connecting on this.
Yeah.
The emotional burden of trying to take on the harm of an organization that's harming so many people. And then you start hearing from all the people being harmed, and you're wearing all that in addition. And then you're basing your whole life and reputation down this road where you're making tens of thousands of enemies of people with power and influence, where it could really influence whether you're ever able to have a decent job again, now that your public persona is so out there in such a controversial way. You're carrying all of that.
That's right.
And it affects your relationship with your spouse, with your kids, if you have them. Dad, why are you, my friends don't like me. My friends don't want to be around me. I'm having a hard time in this or that way because you're a public figure, not to mention people noticing you. Like, there are all sorts of ways that this job is emotionally and psychologically sometimes excruciating and taxing.
Very much so. Very much so. I said, that, when you get declared earlier, that it was like a monkey off my back, right? But, and that's all true. I mean, I'm not lying about that. That actually happened. But you don't really understand the monkey that lives on your back as an activist, And I don't know. I guess I've never talked about this before because I didn't want to come across like I was some big plea for sympathy. But this is not an easy job. It's taxing. It's taxing hearing about what we have to hear about. I would not stop. I'm not going to stop. But, some of the emails that I get that people never see, some of the communications I have, some of the phone calls I have with people just trying to help them out. I mean, anyway, it's just, there's a lot of work that goes on in what we do that people don't see. Just put it that way. Like I said, I don't want to come across like it's poor me. This is the life I chose. But this is a lot more work than I think most people think.
Yeah. And it's also beautiful work. And we do get positively recognized, and people are grateful.
Yeah.
And one of the things I hate about it is we're white, cis, heterosexual, straight males. And everybody's like, you're repeating the patriarchy, and well, what am I supposed to do? Not help out because I just happen to be a white, straight, cis male? Like, I want other ex-Mormon activists or post-Mormon activists to be people of color, women, non-heterosexual, non-cisgender. Like, I want that. But do I need to go away to make room for that? Or is there a way for me to succeed and them succeed? Because in the end, it's not about any of that. It's just about how many people can be helped.
Exactly. And that's why I don't even go there with all that stuff. I just look, man, everybody's got a voice, use it. And if you can put stuff out there that people want to know, that they need to hear, that they need to be educated by, that will help them, they will listen to you.
Yeah.
I didn't enter into this with the idea that I was one day going to be full-time doing this. That's not how this happened. This all grew organically.